Hey, good evening. Happy 4th, everybody. Midwest Survivor, time for dinner chat. So first off, let me just say thank you to everybody that's checking out the Facebook Shorts, the YouTube channel, checking out the Pinterest post, the Lemonade post, the X post. Be sure to click thumbs up and click the bell and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Uh, support, comment, whatever you want to do, that is perfectly fine. I want to just say thank you to everybody. It means a lot because, rebuilding your life and growing healthy and growing strong is very, very important. So tonight's dinner chat topic is rebuilding when you feel lost. There comes a point in time in everybody's life where they feel like they're lost, that they don't know which way is up, they don't know east from west, north from south, whatever the case may be. And it may feel like that your life is falling apart. And the instinct is to often search for a quick solution, a big answer, new job, new relationship, new purpose, or a complete plan. But, rebuilding your life isn't finding all the answers. It isn't solving all the problems. It isn't just changing everything at once. It's accepting the position that you are in right now and starting from there. So the first thing to do is stop fighting the reality of your situation. You cannot rebuild a life you refuse to acknowledge has changed. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It just means recognizing that what was is no longer what is, and deciding to move forward anyway. Excuse me. So, don't feel despair or feel bad that you're in this situation. Just recognize the situation for what it is and try to move forward and try to grow from that. I'm not happy with the situation I'm in, but I'm doing my YouTube channel, writing books, trying to grow from where I am right now. And that is very, very important, is that you recognize where you are right now and grow from there. Stop fighting which leads into the next step of number 2, which is focus on the next step, not the entire journey. The Chinese have a saying that a great journey begins with a single step. Your journey will begin with the next step. When you feel lost and thinking about the next 5 years or even the next 5 months can be overwhelming, instead ask yourself this question, or these questions rather. What can I do today? And if that's too much, ask yourself the question, what can I do before noon? What can I do for the next 8 hours? What is one problem that I can solve right now? What is one healthy choice I can make before I go to bed? I restarted my workout routine and I added some more simple exercises to help strengthen my neck and get rid of my little bit of extra fat that I have under here. That is something that I'm doing to before I go to bed, is do my workout routine. Small actions create momentum. One spark can start a fire. One person can lead a revolution. Number 3 is allow yourself to grieve. Now this is a very, very important step. Grieving is a very, very important process in rebuilding and healing and recovery. If you're rebuilding after loss, after divorce, after trauma, after abuse, after addiction, after failure, after losing a spouse or a significant person in your life, allow yourself to grieve. You're grieving the life that you thought you would have. You're grieving the missed opportunities that you wish could have taken place in your life. And my friends, grieving is perfectly acceptable. Grieving is healthy. Grief is not a sign that you're weak or that you're broken. It's a sign that you cared about something, that something mattered to you. Which leads into number 4, stop comparing your beginnings to somebody else's. Stop comparing your life. I'm going to rephrase this. Stop comparing your life to someone else's life. Healing and rebuilding does not happen on a schedule. There's not day 1 this, day 2 that, day 3 this, day 4 that. Your journey is your own. Your healing is your own. Your rebuilding is your own. Progress is not measured by somebody else's expectations, perceptions, or ideas or concepts. Progress is measured by each step that you take, not by how quickly someone else recovered. It's not a race. It's not a speed. It's not a NASCAR race. It's not an IndyCar race. It's a gradual journey. It's a marathon. So stop comparing your life to someone else's life, because they're on a different journey than what you're on. They're on a different road than what you're on. You know, they're at a different stage in life that you're at. You can't compare yourself to them. Number 5 is choose one thing to rebuild first. You know, you cannot fix everything at once. You cannot repair everything at once. So start with something simple. Start with your health. Exercise. Eat right. Change how you eat, what you eat, when you eat. Change the amount, portion control. Instead of frying something, bake something. Instead of eating out all the time, eat dinner at home. I can make a way better and healthier meal here where I'm living at than I can at any restaurant on the planet. Change your finances. Set up a budget. Set up boundaries of what you don't want to spend and how you want to spend. Create a daily routine of exercise and reading and working around the house. Work on your relationships with people that aren't damaging and toxic and narcissistic, and people that are healthy and want the best for you. Work on your sense of purpose, the things that are important to you. Pick one area and commit to improving it. And more importantly, journal your progress as you start. So here's some things that you need to start thinking about and start asking yourself. What am I afraid of losing if I move forward? What part of my life needs the most attention right now? What is one small action that I can take today that could change the rest of my life? What would rebuilding look like if I believed it was possible? Because here's the thing, if you believe it, you can do it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to do it. When you see that there is parts of your life that need attention, that is a motivator. That is a thing that should shape you and mold you into realizing and recognizing, hey, I can change the course of my life because I see a need for change. And then, going back to the first question, what am I afraid of losing if I move forward? Here's the thing. You need to ask yourself, what could I gain by moving forward? It's not about loss. It's about gaining something. It's about growing, and it's about recovering, and it's about rebuilding your life. So the first step to rebuilding when you feel lost isn't where you're going. It isn't the destination. It's about deciding that where you are today is not where you want to end up, and where you want to live, and where you want to reside, either physically, mentally, or even in your heart. So Midwest Survivor, I want you to grow. I want you to be strong. I want you to get strong. I want you to be healthy and get healthy. I want you to stay strong, stay healthy, and get strong. So you all have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Breakfast Bits. Enjoy your night. Happy 4th, everybody. Enjoy your freedom and enjoy your independence. And let me tell you, you can rebuild when you feel lost. Take care. Have a good evening.